The Way of the Superior Man, Chapter 10. Enjoy your friend's criticism. Read along if you have the book and if you want to. A man's capacity to receive another man's direct criticism is a measure of his capacity to receive masculine energy. If he doesn't have a good relationship to masculine energy, for example his father, then he will act like a woman and be hurt or defensive, rather than make use of other men's criticism. In this video, I want to shine light on the power of close friendship and brotherhood. And when I say brotherhood, I really mean brotherhood. My brothers and I went on a camping trip to Dix Lake. It was an amazing trip. I got sick and we recorded it for our YouTube channel, but I don't think we're going to use it because I was sick. It was a long trip, and this was kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, because our relationship together has not been great, and it's because we are not able to enjoy each other's criticism. When I tell my younger brother about what makes you infertile and what damages your testosterone, because he's not on the same path as me, he feels like it's a criticism and he feels like he shouldn't listen because maybe I'm trying to attack him and compare each other and say that I'm better than him. What I'm really trying to do is improve his life and make sure he has safe and healthy overall health, so that he can live a life where he doesn't have to go to the hospital to get fat cut off of his body because his testosterone wasn't working in building muscle and becoming leaner. That was just an example that I'm not extremely educated on, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. This is a story about me and my friend group a long time ago. This was when I was off of self-improvement. I was 2 years younger than when I started self-improvement, so I was about 10 years old. And I was at break time in South Africa with my friend group, and someone was offering these little ginger cookies. And I'm not going to say his name, but one of my friends was pretty chunky at the time, and I used to shame him for it. And so when this packet of cookies was tossed around, he wanted it, and I said, no, don't give it to him, he's too fat already. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to say, but it had just been so many times that I'd said something like that to him, and he started crying and ran off. And I felt really bad. I thought I was being teased by my family for being too skinny, and he was my outlet for being mean to someone because they're too fat. The moral of this story is he didn't accept my criticism as a friend, because at that time there was no self-improvement and we were gamers. So you're on the game, someone makes a mistake, you shame them for it no matter what. They say sorry, doesn't matter, you shame them. There's no brotherhood and connection that you really feel together where you can actually say, no, I'm sorry for this, and then they say, it's alright. There's just that different type of connection that you don't really feel when you're in a real life situation. Imagine how different it is if you grew up with someone camping outside or playing games with sticks outside and hitting each other than playing video games with someone for your childhood with a friend. You're going to be a lot closer to this person because you're really with them. You know what they're doing, you know who they are. You could talk to each other easily, and you're really bonding by hitting each other and camping outside like I did. So he didn't accept my criticism as constructive. He thought I was just trying to hurt him. And what that got him to do is get into the gym. I got 2 or 3 pictures of him recently, and he's lost almost all of the weight. I think he's bulking now as well, but he's a gym goer. At that time, it was never my intention to make him feel better, but it was never my intention to really hurt him that bad. And I'm very lucky that he was the type of person to go off and go into the gym consistently. He's been going for about 2 years now, and he's really made a lot of progress. So when you really have a sense of brotherhood that you don't get from school, you don't get from video games or meeting people online, but you rather get from close connections with people where you can really go through pain together. For example, your training buddies, the people you find in the gym, the people that you can really have a close conversation with, or even your brothers. With these people, you can really criticize each other and take it positively and improve your life. If my brothers, they say I'm on YouTube for too long, how am I going to take that? I'm going to try to decrease the amount, because I know deep down that I am on for too long, and they're not just trying to hurt me, but they're trying to get me off so that I can improve my life and improve myself more than I would if I was just on YouTube. So if you feel like you're in a toxic relationship with your friend, like I was and like most people are, where you're insulting each other for the benefit of yourself or just to release that little bit of dopamine, because it's so much easier to be mean than it is to be kind, then try to sit down with your friend. 1 second. I'm not sponsored or anything, but buy this game. I got it for $42, which is very expensive, but I really do think it's worth it. It's called How Deep Will You Go? I think it's really worth it. Sit down with that friend, play this game, or just get into a deep conversation with that person and try to build a bond that's not the average friendship. If you can't get the game, then I'll read a few that you might want to use with your friend. What would you honestly rate yourself as a person from 1 to 10, and why? Have a chat about that. Maybe they'll open up about something they're struggling with that they want to improve on, and you can help each other. What's the first memory you have with me? Maybe this will remind you of how your friendship started and how much you really mean to each other. What is one big thing that you want to change about yourself? Maybe this will help them open up about something they want to change. Or maybe it'll help you open up about something you want to change about yourself. And then you just help each other. What motivates you in life? Maybe this will tell you about what they really have going on and what drives them every day. And if they don't have something, then maybe you can create something together. What's something simple that makes you smile? Maybe this will help you guys find something in common that's very small that you can both do to each other. What's your happy place? Maybe this will tell you about them and where they go to feel better. Or if it's something bad like going into the room, sleeping midday, sleeping in the middle of the day and watching YouTube, maybe you can help them to get out of that. What's your favorite thing to do alone? Or what's your favorite trait about yourself? These are just on the icebreakers part of the game, so that's just how valuable and deep you can go with these people. What excuses do you make that hold you back? What was the happiest point in your life? I'm going to stop there just so I don't ruin the game for you guys or the people that made the game, and I don't reveal too much about it. But when I used to hang out with one friend that I've mentioned on the channel before, you can actually go onto YouTube and search up Out the Cut, out the C.U.T, and then Estate Exploration at Night. Then you can see a video that me, my younger brother, and this friend made together. And I thought that, we'd get together every weekend and we'd make a video like this. And hopefully we can get rich with the videos and go on cool adventures, travel the world, and do spooky and scary things together for these cool videos with my brother. Then I switched from that entertainment YouTube channel to, how about let's make a podcast where we really improve people and improve each other. And he really didn't want to do it because he'd say he's up for it, but then he didn't want to do it because it was too hard. And sometimes you have to improve those people and you try to help them, but most of the time they're not gonna want the help because it's too hard. And if you're doing these things with one of those friends that think improving is too hard, then maybe you should move on. I've actually gained a lot of connection to my younger brother through this game. When my family came from the Bay Area, we played this game and I feel like we all got along very well and enjoyed the game. Just wish I would have had it sooner. Now with this you can play with your friends, family, anyone. Or you can just use the questions as startup questions or questions that you could use to approach someone and talk to them for the first time. Just try to learn to be able to take criticism, no matter what it is, and think that it's either, if it's a negative one, it's only about how bad you've been doing, then, oh, it's my fault, and here's how I can improve. Or, oh, you're too skinny. How do you get bigger? But don't get fatter, get more muscular. So learn to take everything as constructive criticism, and try to criticize your friends and brothers and men that are close to you, that you have a connection with, but in the right way. Try to improve them through your criticism. And try not to completely attack them and take away all their ego and everything else. I hope you can improve your relationships and yourself through what I've suggested to you and through this video based off of The Way of the Superior Man's Chapter 10. I hope it improves you, your brotherhood, with your brothers and with your friends. Once again, I still don't have any matches. Got candles, no matches.